Think of the smartest company you know. They listen to their customers, they optimize their supply chains, and they watch every penny. According to standard business logic, they are bulletproof. But it's exactly this flawless execution that makes them the perfect target for a scrappy startup to tear them apart. To figure out why doing everything right often leads to catastrophic failure, we have to trace the research back to Harvard Business School. It was here that innovation scholar Clayton Christensen studied this exact paradox and gave it a name: the innovator's dilemma. The dilemma starts with a company's greatest asset, the cash cow. When a product is generating massive profits, executives and shareholders demand that every ounce of energy goes into protecting it. The incentives all point in one direction: reduce costs, improve the current margins, and keep that core revenue flowing. Now, imagine an employee pitches a weird, untested technology to those same executives. The market for it is tiny, the profit margins are terrible, and there's a high chance it fails entirely. The executives run the numbers. The strict financial logic they rely on forces them to kill the idea immediately and pivot back to what makes money today. By aggressively protecting the profits of the present, the company builds a cage around itself. The exact mindset required to keep the cash cow alive structurally blinds them to the arrival of future threats. Let's look at how this plays out on a factory floor. Take Siam Woodtech, a massive producer of office furniture. Their CEO spots the work-from-home trend and decides they need a new line of smart desks with built-in sensors. The CEO wants this new product fast, so he hands the project to his best factory manager. Now, this one person is tasked with running the legacy desk production line and inventing the futuristic smart desks simultaneously. It is an impossible assignment. The legacy factory runs on strict efficiency metrics, demanding zero defects and maximum output. But the new smart desks require rapid prototyping, which means breaking things, testing faulty sensors, and failing over and over. These performance metrics are at war with each other. The manager ends up paralyzed, leading to the failure of both the new and old products. Corporate structures cannot simultaneously maximize efficiency for the present and experiment wildly for the future. Survival requires an ambidextrous organization, a structure designed to wield two entirely different operating systems at once. On the right hand, we have Exploit. Its mandate is to maximize the core business through lean manufacturing and risk reduction. On the left hand, we have Explore. It operates under opposing rules, focusing on agility, rule-breaking, and rapid failures to navigate unknown markets. To fix the crisis at Siam Woodtech, they performed a physical surgery. 90% of the staff remained focused strictly on hitting production quotas for standard desks. Meanwhile, a rogue team of 5 engineers was physically removed from the factory to build prototypes, entirely exempt from standard production metrics. Innovation requires a company to deliberately isolate its disruptors from its optimizers. Managing this division requires a specific financial framework known as the 70-20-10 rule. This ensures the Explore team has a budget without starving the core business. 70% of resources are dedicated to the Exploit budget. This funds low-risk, predictable improvements on existing products that protect primary cash flow. The next 20% targets adjacent markets. These are medium-risk investments that take existing company strengths into new related areas. The final 10% is the Explore budget. This is internal venture capital meant for radical, transformational projects that may take years to show a profit. This mathematical division guarantees the company survives today while reserving a protected budget to buy tomorrow's market share. To see if your organization is secretly killing innovation, you can perform a quick diagnostic audit. First, look at your talent. Are you forcing the same employees to cut operational costs and invent new paradigms at the same time? Next, check your metrics. Do your performance reviews or bonus structures actively punish R&D teams when an experiment fails? Systems that actively punish failure force a company to only upgrade its past rather than invent its future. The final challenge arises once an Explore team successfully develops a working, market-ready prototype. Handing that invention back to the production team creates immediate friction. The exploit side will naturally reject the new product because it disrupts their carefully optimized efficiency and retooling schedules. CEOs must act as the forceful bridge between these two warring factions, providing the leadership required to integrate a disruptive invention into the main production line. Corporate innovation demands the courage to deliberately fracture a company, followed by the mastery required to stitch those pieces back together.